Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Get a good cold start. That sound never gets old, boy. That sound never gets old. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Lifehack Media TV. Chad back with another video. Hope y'all can hear me okay. Listen, man, I want to talk to you guys straight up, man. This ain't no review. I'm not a car channel per se. I'm a life lessons channel, okay? Talk about life lessons, entertainment, and relationships. The biggest lessons in life are heartbreaks, empty pockets, and life lessons. And I'm over here talking about all that on my channel. But this one right here, man, you saw the thumbnail, you read the title. This right here is about car payments, man. As you can see, I like cars, right? I got a $50,000 electric car, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and I got an $85,000 Shelby GT500. I like cars, but I'm here to tell you right now, Big Unc talking to you, the OG talking to you, for any young person out there listening, car payments, that's one of the biggest income killers known to man. You need to avoid car payments, and I'm going to tell you how to do that within the next 5 to 10 minutes, exactly how to do that. So let's get to it. Make sure to hit the like button, man, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload new content. All right, man, let's get into it. Look, a lot of people always talking about they don't make enough money, right? The economy's bad, which all can be true, right? But when you break it down to the basics, when you break it all the way down to the fundamental cores, a lot of people's problems come from overextending themselves, meaning getting more than what they can, biting off more than what they can chew, so to speak. For example, most people, let's say they're making $30,000, $40,000 a year, right? So most people out making $40,000 a year, right? Instead of getting a car for like $5,000 to $7,000 just to get you around, get you going, get you back and forth to work, most people overextend themselves. They go out, and y'all know who I'm talking about. You go out, try to get a freaking Charger, Challenger, $60,000, $70,000 car, and now you're paying $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month for a car, and you only bring it home after taxes and all that, $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month, and it's eating over 50% of your income, your net. And people get themselves in trouble. We got to stop doing that, guys. We got to stop doing that as people, man. And I'm guilty of it. When I was younger, I did it. You learn life lessons as you get older, things of this nature. But I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid those situations for you. That's why I'm making these type of videos, man. Because maybe there's somebody out there, there's one person that's out there that might see this video and say, you know what? He's right on that. And I'm telling you, man, from life experiences, your biggest income killer, the two biggest income killers are credit cards and these car payments. That's what kills most people's income. That's why we never can get ahead. But, like I said, how can we avoid that, right? It's called delayed gratification, man. What I did, how I was able to get this $85,000 Shelby GT500 and this $50,000 full electric Ioniq 5 and not have any payments, it was simple math. So let's go back. We're going to take it back. It's 2024 right now. Back in 2012, I was making $30,000 a year, $35,000 a year. I didn't go out and get a fancy car. I've done all that before and it kept me broke. So I went out and got me a Chevy Cruze, a Chevrolet Cruze, 2000. It was a Chevy Cruze, a used Chevy Cruze. And I think the total cost of the car was like $12,000. I didn't want the high-end model. It was a base model. It had like I don't know, I found it in Ohio online, right? It had like 3,000 miles on it. But I had saved up the money. I had saved up like, I don't know, I had 20-something thousand dollars at the time. I had saved up, been saving up money. So instead of getting a car payment, I went on and paid the car off. Just paid it completely off, all right? That left me with like $8,000 to $10,000 in the bank, but I had a paid car, okay? And I was like, I don't have to have this special car, no fancy cars. Listen, people that don't know me don't know me. And I don't need a new car to make people notice me and look at me and stuff like that, to pull up at a red light or a stop sign just to see people noticing me. That's not the way to live. So I got the Chevy Cruze. And new cars were coming out, Hellcats and Challengers, 2015, 2016, Chevys, GT5, GT350s, Mustang GT, all this stuff was coming out. I was like, nope, I'm gonna keep putting back money. Now, over this time, my jobs were changing and I started increasing my income, but I kept putting money back. Like I didn't have no bills, I didn't have no school loans, I didn't have no credit cards, none of that, right? I had rent payments and stuff like that, but who doesn't have rent? That was my only bill, that was my only payments, right? But everything else I was putting back, I was saving, I was investing it, putting it back, okay? 2017 rolls around. So we 5 years of putting money back. I finally catch wind of a Shelby GT500 coming out. This is 2017. Now the Shelby GT350 was already out. But they was starting to talk about in 2020, a Shelby GT500 was gonna come out. So I got that in my mind. I'm already knowing, okay, this car gonna cost $70,000, $80,000. Like I already know that in my head. I'm like, I don't want that big payment. So I'm putting money back. 2017, 2018, 2019. 2019 comes around, the reveal of this car is known. Ford has a press conference. They talk about the car. They show the car. This is what it's gonna be. It's coming out in 2020. Now guys, I've been putting back money for 8 years, right? 8 years. 2020 rolls around. We all know what happened. March 2020, February 2020, the pandemic comes around. Everything shuts down. I'm fortunate enough though, I work in a company, I work at a job where my job stayed intact. People were losing jobs, car companies, car dealerships, cars were not being sold, everything stopped. Chips would stop being made, cars would stop being made. So the market got crazy. September 2020, the car dealership in Sandy Springs, Georgia calls me because I asked them about getting a Shelby GT500. They was like, look, we got an allocation for a 2020 Shelby GT500. The car comes in September 2020. I go look at the car. True story. I go check the car out. I get cold feet. I'm like, you know what? We're living in crazy times right now. I'm not sure about my job. See, I didn't base it off emotions. That's another problem that people have. They do stuff that makes them feel good instead of doing what's right, okay? So I was doing this not based off of what felt good. I saw the car in person. I thought it was amazing, but I was like, I gotta think with this head, not with my emotions and feelings. So I passed on it. I was like, you know what? We're gonna wait, man. So I let that allocation go. So that was in September of 2020. A few more months, September, October, November, December, January, February, I'm finding out that my job is secure. I talked to management, talked to the team, talked to everybody, and we decided that it's okay to go ahead and get the car because my job is intact. But not only that, I had the funds. So I had saved up a bunch of money, tons of it, more than enough to pay this car off in full. Now, listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. This is what I did. Listen, cars are depreciating assets, okay? What do you mean by that, Chad? That basically means from the moment you buy a car, as soon as you drive off the lot, it loses anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20% in value as soon as you drive off the lot, especially electric cars. We'll get to that in just a second. But I knew that going into it. That's why you don't need to be tied up in these big payments for 7 years, 8 years. I even see them they even doing 9-year car loans, which is crazy. You don't want to have your money tied up into a payment every month, dog. Not on a depreciating asset. A house, a mortgage, that's different. Houses, they appreciate over time in most cases. Sometimes you lose your butt, but a lot of cases, more than not, a house is going to appreciate in value. So you're not really losing money on that. But these cars, you want to stay away from the car payments. So back to the story. September, I passed up on the 2020 model. Okay, so September, October, November, December, January. January 2021, I called my dealership back. I say, hey, look, man, I know I passed up on the last car. I got cold feet. I know I'm ready to move forward with getting with a Shelby GT500. I'm ready. It was like, all right, Chad, listen, we'll get you an allocation, but this time, we can't be playing around with you. The economy's crazy. The world is crazy. We're going to need you to put a deposit down on the car. I said, I got you. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So long story short, I put in a deposit for a 2021 Shelby GT500 in February of 2021. Listen, when I tell you the chip shortage was major, it was crazy. I put in the order. The dealership put in an order for me in February 2021. This car didn't get built and shipped until October 2021. That was good for me though. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I had 8 more months of putting money back. Because remember, I've been driving my Chevy Cruze for all these years. Paid for, no car notes, no high car insurance, none of that. So that was another 8 months of me stacking back more money, okay? So October rolls around, the car comes in. He's like, look, the car is gonna be shipped off to get PPF. For you those that don't know, that's a paint protection film that protects the paint on the car. So when you bought the car at the dealership, I have them the car got shipped over to the PPF place where a lot of celebrities, where a lot of high-end clients go over there and get their cars PPF. So I wanted that on my car. So, and I wanted to get the windows tinted. So that was another 2 weeks. So I had 8 months, 2 weeks before I had to go into the dealership and do anything as far as putting money in and paying for everything. So long story short, we did the paperwork, paid for the car in full. Car is mine. Some people are gonna say, Chad, well, that's not a good smart financial decision because it's a depreciating asset. It is a depreciating asset, but I like having my money every month. I've been on that side on the coin where you keep spending your money every month on a car note. You don't have no money to go nowhere. You don't have no money to get nothing to eat. You don't have no money to put back and save because you're putting all this money to the cars. The national average for a car payment right now is over $700. I think it's like $760 to be exact, somewhere in there. I ain't into that, bruh. So we get the car in 2021. It's paid for. Delayed gratification. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I waited over 8 years. Let's see. Yeah, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 9 years, 8 months before I even thought about doing this. Putting back money for 9 years. And it allowed me to be in a position where I didn't have to struggle, where I could say, how much is the car, instead of saying, how much are my payments? Car paid for, 2021, all right? That's 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So that's 3.5, almost 4 years now. My Chevy Cruze has got a ton of miles on it. It's starting to run funny. This is not a daily driver car, right? This is not a daily driver. Now I got myself in a situation where I can go get a brand new daily driver and not have to go get just a little car beater to get me around town anymore. I can get something nice that's brand new and I can pay for it because guess what? I don't have no car payments. I've been putting back money, investing. I saw this car, a Hyundai A7iii. I didn't want a Tesla. I wanted to step into the world of EVs, see what that life was all about. I got rid of my Chevy Cruze that was paid for, right? I got a couple of $1,000s for that. On top of that, I have been putting back money. I went to the dealership. I walked in with my head up, chest up. Didn't have to worry about no car notes. They wanted $50-something thousand for the car. I said, look, I'm gonna pay you $43,000 for the car, out the door, tax, title, and fees. It's paid for. This is what I'm gonna pay you. Got ready, got up, got ready to walk out of the dealership. The manager came in and said, okay, we'll do that. Paid cash for the car. Boom. Now, I got two cars. This is my fun time car. This is my dream car. It's paid for. I'm not interested in nothing else. This is my daily driver to get me back and forth to work, around town, back and forth around Atlanta. Not having to pay gas, not having to pay for maintenance, oil, all that shit. It's paid for. Got to charge it in the garage. It's done. I say all that to say this. You got to have delayed gratification, guys. Stop overextending yourself. That's the key. Delayed gratification. Especially for you young folks, man. If you're in your 20s and 30s, stop going out getting these cars that's eating up all your income. Get your money up, put back money, save your money, increase your value at your job, make more money, advance in your career, start creating content, whatever it is. Build your income up, get your pockets fat, secure your bag. Then they're gonna keep making these cars, they're gonna keep making new cars. There's gonna be something better. I know you want that cool ass Hellcat right now, or whatever that cool car is for you right now. Wait. Keep driving your clunker. Get a little car that's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. Pay cash for that thing. Drive it for several years, almost a decade. That's like I said, I drove my Chevy Cruze. Wait. There's gonna be cooler cars coming down the pipe, man. Those cars are gonna always be there. Get your money back, get your money up. Save your money, make your money, and then you'll have the leverage, okay? So I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there. That's gonna be it for this video. That's how I was able to get this $85,000 Chevy GT500 and now have a car payment. That's how I was able to get this 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5 electric car, paid in full, no payments. So that was my story. I hope this is helpful. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload new content, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.